Good evening and welcome to the Akron School Board regular board meeting of July 13th, 2026. I am Barbara Sykes, President of the board. Roll call, please, Mr. Treasurer.
Ms. Hall?
Present.
Reverend Harrison?
Present.
Mr. Jaros?
Present.
Ms. Kelly?
Present.
Dr. Molnar?
Present.
Mr. Montgomery?
Here.
Mrs. Sykes?
Present.
All present and accounted for.
Thank you. Please stand with us for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve the regular board meeting minutes from June 22nd, 2026?
So moved.
So moved by Member Hall. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Member Kelly. Any discussion? Hearing none and seeing none. Treasurer, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Jaros?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. Molnar?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mrs. Sykes?
Yes.
Ms. Hall?
Yes.
Reverend Harrison?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve the special board meeting minutes for July 1, 2026?
So moved.
So moved by Member Montgomery. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Member Kelly. Any discussion? Hearing none and seeing none. Mr. Treasurer, would you please call the roll?
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. Molnar?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mrs. Sykes?
Yes.
Ms. Hall?
Abstain.
Reverend Harrison?
Yes.
Mr. Jaros?
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0-1.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve the special board meeting minutes for July 6, 2026?
So moved.
So moved. Member Kelly, is there a second?
Second.
Second, Member Montgomery. Is there any discussion? Hearing none and seeing none. Treasurer, would you please take the roll?
Dr. Molnar?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mrs. Sykes? Ms. Hall?
Abstain.
Reverend Harrison?
Yes.
Mr. Jaros?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mrs. Sykes?
Yes.
Yes. Motion carries 6-0-1.
Okay, is there anyone, I don't believe anyone signed up to speak before the board today. However, if there is anyone in the audience that would like to speak before the board, this would be the time to do so. Seeing no one and hearing no one, then we will move on to the superintendent's report.
Thank you, President Sykes. Members of the board, I would just like to go over some highlights that are connected to the work that we are doing in Akron Public Schools, starting with our mission and vision. Just as a refresher, that we are here to ensure that all of our APS scholars are college, career, and life ready by providing them with innovative and educational experiences. And hopefully by the end of this very brief superintendent's report, you will see that mission and our vision of all APS scholars graduating as architects of their future, prepared to thrive in an ever-changing world, coming to life with our core, which is our teachers. So moving on, we have 4 cornerstones. Cornerstone number 1, culture of safety and belonging. Cornerstone number 2, academic achievement. 3, focuses on our operational excellence. And 4, partnerships, family, and community engagement. I would like to point out 2 of our cornerstones today. Cornerstone 2, dealing with academic achievement. I would like to first congratulate Deborah Holliday, which is our intervention specialist at Sam Salem CLC, on being the recipient of a Martha Holden Jennings Foundation grant in the amount of $2,900 to support her work that she is doing in the classroom. In specific, she has an activity called Functional Math in Real Life, where her students are learning different mathematical concepts, and this money will be used to help her purchase items that she can use in the classroom when teaching math in real life. That would include like money and also cash registers, items for her students to buy and to sell. Again, giving them real life experience. Next, I would like to point out Akron Public Schools Teacher of the Year. Annually, Akron Public Schools provides an opportunity for our staff at each school to be recognized as Building Teacher of the Year. From this cohort, teachers are interviewed to be named one of 8 Division Teacher of the Year finalists. And then one of the 8 Division Teachers of the Year finalists will then go on to be vetted and named Akron Public Schools Teacher of the Year. At this time, we would like to congratulate Shannon Turek. She is our English teacher at Bookdo CLC. And she is our Akron Public Schools 25-26 Teacher of the Year. And we will give her an opportunity after summer break to come in and be formally recognized, but we did not want to miss another opportunity to recognize her this summer. Also, the Ohio Teacher of the Year. Each year, the Ohio Teacher of the Year nominations are open from February through March. School administrators, colleagues, community members, parents, or students may submit a nomination for one or multiple teachers from a school or district. 11 State Board District Teachers of the Year were selected for the 2027 cohort. And guess what? We want to say congratulations to Rachel Johnson. She is one of our teachers of the deaf and hard of hearing at Elliott CLC, and she has been named State Board District 10 Teacher of the Year. So Rachel will now go on to compete for Ohio Teacher of the Year. So we're very proud of Rachel and look forward to her representing Akron Public Schools at the next level of competition. Moving on to Cornerstone 4, Partnerships, Family, and Community Engagement. Want to remind all of our families that we are in open enrollment season. If you have a student who will be attending Akron Public Schools this fall, feel free to contact our Family Engagement Center regarding how to get your student enrolled. Also, kindergarten age requirement. Some of you may remember, but for those of you who do not, we want to make sure our families are aware that Ohio's kindergarten age requirement has changed. The new law under House Bill 114 requires students to be 5 years old on or before a district's first day of school in order to enroll. Akron Public Schools' first day of school for kindergarten is August 31st, 2026. So if you have a student who will be 5 on or before August 31st, we look forward to them joining our APS family. Also this summer, we are engaging our community in our annual backpack adventure at the zoo, where our APS families are invited to join us Tuesday, August 11th and Wednesday, August 12th from 4 to 8 p.m. There is free admission to the zoo, and also each student in grades kindergarten through 5th grade will receive a free backpack filled with school supplies. And my final note is a reminder to our families that Ohio's tax-free weekend will take place Friday, August 7th through Sunday, August 9th. You can purchase specific back-to-school items without paying state and local sales tax. So hopefully our families will be able to take advantage of these opportunities going on in our APS community. If there's no questions, that concludes the superintendent's report.
Thank you, Madam Superintendent. Are there any questions, comments for the superintendent? Hearing none and seeing none, we appreciate that. Before we go into the committee meetings, let me just give a little bit an update from the president this week. Surprise. So this is the 6th month. We're starting our second half of the school term, so this July. And so I thought it would be good to just kind of give you just a little bit update on the board members. So we have, as you know, those of you who've attended the meeting know that we've added to our committee meetings. So normally we've had 4 committees. Now we have 6 committees. One of those committees, in addition to the Finance Committee, our Instructional and Policy Committee, our Legal Committees, and our Student Success Celebration Committee, is our Policy Committee. Our policy committee, who is our chair, who is Pastor Harrison, has been working very diligently to get policies approved, reviewed, and out of the committee, and they have done a fantastic job. It is not an easy committee, I will admit to that. He looks at me in a certain way every week to remind me this is not an easy committee, but I appreciate the work that you have been doing on that committee, and I know that we will continue to forward ahead with the types of policies that we are looking at, that we are updating, that we are amending, and that we are keeping on track as it relates to our rules and regulations for the school district. So thank you very much, Member Harrison, for that. On our Finance Committee, so our chair has been very diligently in working and making sure that we are accounting for our $500 million+. We appreciate the work that you're doing on that, Mr. Montgomery. As far as our Instructional and Policies and Student Committee, Dr. Molinar has been doing a fantastic job. Pastor Harrison says that she does too much, of course, because she always go overtime, and she has said that she's willing to add another committee date on her committee meetings. So between her and Dr. Lash, they are a dangerous pair when it comes to instruction policies, Madam President, Madam Superintendent. They are a dangerous group. They are, but they work hard and diligently. Our Legals and Contract Committee is headed by Member Jaros. Member Jaros has done a great job in making sure that we are knowing ahead of time those contracts that are available and that will be coming up in the coming months. So that has allowed us to be prepared and to be ready for the contracts that we can expect to come in the next few weeks. Our Student Success and Celebration Committee is the fun committee. So I think I would tell you, Chair Hall, that we realized that when you were out because of your injury and our Vice Chair Kelly was out, so that meant that Member Montgomery would have to chair, and then myself and the superintendent, being ex-officio members, joined in, and we realized how much fun you all have in that committee because we know that you are recognizing our children for all of their success that they are accomplishing, all of the successful items that they are doing, all of the things that they're doing on a local, state, and national level. And it's academics, but it's also just the success that they are having as good, caring students, good, caring scholars. And to have them come in along with their parents, it is just a wonderful opportunity. I know that legislation was sponsored by Member Molinar, and so it is just such a great committee, and we appreciate the work that you're doing on that. And Member Kelly is the only board member that does not have a chair. So she is supportive of all of the rest of us and very thoughtful and appreciative of the work that you do in supporting us as our vice chairs, and really, really do appreciate that. Let me just say that in looking at the number, we have had and attended and participated in 65 meetings over the last 6 months. 65 meetings. Those meetings only include our board meetings, our committee meetings, and our special meetings. Now, recognizing that there are other meetings that board members are attending on a regular basis, graduations. Every member of this board spoke at a graduation. There was a conflict that caused Member Hall to have to leave in the middle of this board meeting to go speak at her graduation cluster meeting. And the word back is that everyone has done a fantastic job at the graduation. And we all think that we did the best job. But truly, mine was the best at Bookton. I'm just saying. 10:40. Members are also attending ward meetings, various breakfast meetings, various luncheons, dinners, conferences, and workshops, in addition to those 65 meetings that we have been attending. The cluster meetings are always going on. Board members are constantly attending their cluster schools and the cluster meetings. Member Montgomery has had a meeting in all of the clusters along with the superintendent. And speaking of the superintendent and her staff, we could do none of this without the staff, who the superintendent have appointed a staff person for each committee meeting, and we appreciate the work that you do in helping us with that. We are ending this 6 months and starting the next 6 months with the evaluation of the superintendent and the treasurer, and we should have that by the end of this week. Our next 6 months will start starting today, July 13th, and our next 6 months will also see on July 25th a retreat where we will meet to, one, set the goals and objectives for the next school term along with the superintendent and some of her staff. We will also do an abbreviated orientation for the board members, and we will also start, Mr. Treasurer, to talk about our budget and where we find ourselves at as we go into the next school year. And hating to say, we will also have to talk a bit about cuts. So we will start those discussions on the 25th of July during our retreat. One last thing I would say is that it is always important to make sure that we are constantly growing and learning. And so I encourage all members to make sure that we are trying to work to rotate our committee members, to make sure that committee members have an opportunity to chair the committee, to make sure that members have an opportunity to participate in committees whenever we can, because even though we all expect that we will be able to make committee meetings, we'll be able to make meetings, that is not always the case. I want to give a special thank you to Member Molinar as the vice president of this board, and the work that she does as vice president, as well as say to the superintendent that Member Molinar and I are pleased to have our touch base meetings with you every week. So that we didn't even count that 65. That's not a part of our 65 meetings either that we are having on a regular basis that we've had over the last 6 months. So I just want to say that and make the first announcement as far as rotations, that Member Kelly will be sitting in the chair at the next Rules Committee and will chair the next Rules Committee. Member Kelly, we have discussed this.
We have.
And she has agreed to do so. She has agreed to do that. So that is just a real quick report that I want to give the community on the activities of the board that has taken place over the last 6 months. Look forward to the next 6 months, and I'm sure that it will be just as energizing and exciting and interesting and worth celebrating as much as the first 6 months. Thank you. All right. From the committee meetings, report from the Finance Committee. Member Montgomery.
Thank you, Madam President. Yes, the Finance and Capital Management Committee met twice in June. First, the regularly scheduled committee meeting on June the 17th, where we received finance updates from the treasurer, including the May 2026 financial report, cash transfers, and explanation of extended time by our Executive Director of HR. We also got capital management updates on the Bookdale Press Box project, Pfeiffer Miller South, and North High School. The committee then met in a special meeting on June the 22nd, where two items were discussed, the GMP2 for Pfeiffer Miller South, as well as the temporary and permanent appropriations for the completion appropriations for this current fiscal year and temporary appropriations to get fiscal year 2027 kicked off. There is no meeting in August for the Finance Committee, in July, so the next meeting of the Finance and Capital Management Committee is Wednesday, August the 19th at 6:30 in this boardroom.
Thank you, Member Montgomery. Okay, Instructional Policies and Student Achievement Committee. Dr. Molinar.
Thank you, Madam President. The Instructional Policy and Student Achievement Committee met last Monday, July 6th, and we had a conversation about students who live in Akron but choose not to go to Akron Public Schools. We've heard a lot about the funds follow the student. So the title of the presentation was Following the Funding. And so as we learn about and prepare for potentially future levies and things like that, we discuss some of the initiatives that we pay for as we continue to support students who are not currently enrolled in Akron Public Schools, and what we can do to hopefully entice students to still come back to our schools. From that meeting, administration did not quite have enough time to prepare all of the slides. I know they were working up to the very last minute, adding slides, I think is till 4:28. And so administration said that they would like to have another time where they continue the conversation on and prepare for it. So our next meeting will be August 3rd, but we will not have that conversation August 3rd. We will continue that conversation later. But our next meeting will focus on getting ready for back to school, and that will be right here in the boardroom on August 3rd at 4:30 p.m. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Member Molinar. Legal and Contract Committee.
Thank you, Madam President. The Legal Contracts Committee will be meeting this Wednesday, July 15th at 4:30 p.m. in the Reverend Dr. Curtis T. Walker boardroom. And that is our report.
Thank you, Member Giroux. Let's see, Policy Committee.
Thank you, Madam President. Madam President, the Policy Committee did not meet in the month of July. Our next meeting will be August 3rd at 5:30 here in the boardroom. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Harrison. Rules Committee, Member Kelly.
Thank you, President Sykes. The Rules Committee met on Monday, July 6th, here in this same boardroom. There were several agenda items reviewed, and during that time, there were items such as personnel items, supplemental contracts, and resolutions. We also discussed retirements of a handful of APS employees who dedicated in total 97 years of service to this district. Yeah. That is a lot of time spent in one district amongst, I think there was a total maybe 4 or 5 employees, so I just want to re-highlight that. And each of them served in different capacities: teachers, bus drivers, and resource officers. Our meeting adjourned at 6:28 p.m. and the next Rules Committee meeting will be held July 20th, 2026 at 4:30 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Kelly. Student Success Celebration Committee, Member Hall.
Thank you, President Sykes. Student Success Celebration Committee will not meet this month in July. We will pick up August 19th at 5:30. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Hall. All right, we will go to the consent agenda. Is there a request to remove any items from the consent agenda? Request to remove any items from the consent agenda. Hearing none and seeing none, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
So moved by Member Jaros. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Member Montgomery. Treasurer will call the roll.
Mr. Montgomery,
Yes.
Mrs. Sykes,
Yes.
Ms. Hall,
Yes.
Reverend Harrison,
Yes.
Mr. Jaros,
Yes.
Ms. Kelly,
Yes.
Dr. Molnar.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you, Mr. Treasurer. Okay, let's go to unfinished business. Item 25.1, resolution to guarantee the maximum price amendment number 2 to the C.T. Taylor Incorporated Construction Manager at Risk contract for the Pfeiffer Miller South Construction Project. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second, Member Hall. Is there any discussion? Member Montgomery.
Thank you, Madam President. And I guess I'm following up to the question that I had at the special board meeting on July the 6th. As it relates to, we left that meeting with some unanswered legal and financial questions regarding this. I don't know that all of those have been fully answered at this time. The one I would like to reiterate, and that I was speaking briefly with the treasurer about, is the signing of the certificate of funds and the status of the LFI funding that would be related to this project. So whether or not we approve this resolution and move forward, can we sign that certificate? Where do things stand with the LFI funds? Like, what within this resolution? So that's my first question. And my second question would be, back to the legal questions about what are the next steps if we vote this up or down. Unclear as to what happens if this, obviously if we vote it up, it moves forward as it's presented. If we vote it down, what happens? And so I would hope to get those questions answered and make sure my colleagues have all the information that we need to adequately move or one way or another on this resolution.
Any additional questions, comments? Member Hall.
Thank you, Madam President. I was not at that meeting, but I did watch it. And the only thing that I would ask is, going forward, when we have meetings concerning projects this big, that I know that there was an attorney that was here that was speaking, but no one from C.T. Taylor could come and help. He was not really able to answer a lot of the questions because he did not know. So I think it would be a little bit more helpful to actually have a representative from the company to be able to help answer the questions when he was not able to. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Hall. Any additional questions, comments? All right, the question is whether or not item 25.1. Oh, Member Jaros.
Thank you, Madam President. I know as a board, we've worked really hard to better understand this process and the procedures for the GMP2. And I know that there's some new information shared on Friday that brought up some more questions and some more ambiguity regarding this process. And with Attorney Harps not responding to my inquiries through email, and with him not present here tonight, nor with a delegate, and with some of the concerns I think some other members are sharing, I have significant concern about how we move forward tonight with the lack of that information. And I would encourage perhaps even tabling this motion to a special meeting in 2 days from now to give our legal counsel the time to address the concerns that this board is having.
So the question is whether item 21.5 shall pass. So the treasurer will call the roll.
Mrs. Sykes,
Yes.
Ms. Hall,
I'm sorry, can we repeat what we're voting on? You had said 21.5 a second ago. Is it 25.1?
It's 25.1, yes.
Okay, and then could you just repeat?
The resolution guarantees maximum price GMP Amendment Number 2 to the C.T. Taylor Incorporated Construction Managers at Risk contract for the Pfeiffer Miller South construction project.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, still me? Yes.
Reverend Harrison.
Yes.
Mr. Jaros.
No.
Ms. Kelly.
Yes.
Dr. Molnar.
No.
Mr. Montgomery.
No.
Motion carries 4-3.
Item 26.1, Motion Curriculum Associates LLC Purchase Renewal. Is there a motion to accept the motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Member Hall, motion by Member Jaros. Any discussions? Any questions? Member Dr. Molinar.
Thank you, Madam President. This is the iReady item. It is about $500,000. This is a conversation that we started in the Instructional Policy Committee on June 1st, and I don't think administration had time to finish this conversation or respond to the questions that board members asked on June 1st or last Monday or submitted into the board member questionnaire that we have every meeting for this, because I know I submitted 3 questions into the board member questionnaire for this meeting. So for that reason, I would request that we bring this item back to the Instructional Policy Committee. I request that we would possibly withdraw the motion on this item so that way we could make a motion to take this back to committee.
Superintendent?
Thank you, Madam President. Just for clarification, we did receive some questions, and Friday morning, around just before 8 a.m., I submitted, and I just want to make sure all the board members received that. I sent it twice, Member Molinar, at your request. Can I just understand who did not receive it? You did not receive it?
Let's just see, Superintendent, just so the members are clear on what it was that you sent.
There was a variety of questions that was submitted by Member Harrison that were responded to, and so...
So this is what the iReady assessment?
That is correct.
The iReady assessment.
That is correct.
Jog
And so I just want to
anybody
make
remember
sure I know which questions they did not receive, so I'll know which ones to respond to. Because while I'm sitting here, I can send out the ones that I sent Friday.
Member Molinar.
Thank you, Madam President. I submitted questions on 3 items, the school calendar, transportation, and iReady, and I submitted them all via the Google form that we were supposed to be submitting questions to, or that we have discussed as a board that is the best way to submit questions for meetings. But there was also conversation during the June 1st committee. So Dr. Lash had some of the information on some of those slides for the June 1st committee.
So did you get the responses to the questions that was sent on Friday morning?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to make sure I start there, because what I'm thinking is there's some overlapping of questions, and I just want to make sure I know which ones you didn't get answers to, so I know which. So I will compare, but I'll start first by, if you would like to stay, I can show you where I sent them to, and then make sure I get the balance of the questions to all of you. Because I did work on this with Dr. Lash, and so I will follow up with her regarding the instructional policy questions that you said she received that did not, that are not represented in this document for you, okay?
Member Hall.
Thank you, President Sykes. Just a quick question. I know iReady is a pretty popular assessments for students and things like that, but do we have any data that supports that our children are utilizing the iReady? Is it to be done at home also, or is it just in school? And are we getting over 80% of participation? Because this is a pretty heavy ticket. So is this like really, really effective for our students, or have we researched or found anything else that could be more effective?
Yeah. Thank you for the question, Member Hall. Let's start with the state. The state provides us with curriculum that we have to select from. And so iReady is on that short list. And so originally, math for this year was not on the list. It is now on the list. And so we have been using it. The delivery of it has changed somewhat when we decided how to use screen time at the elementary level. We do not send home the devices anymore at the K through 5th grade level. They are still sent home at the 6th through 8th grade level. So they do have access to it at home as long as they have a device, but not through our Chromebooks. And so really, based on the research from iReady, students are to spend 45 minutes. It's not a program where they're supposed to stay on it all day. It's not to take the place of a teacher. It is a supplemental program. In grades K1, 2, 3, we have to use not iReady, but we have to use a diagnostic to decide if a student is considered on track or not on track. And so this is through the committee under Dr. Lash. This is the software package that they would like to continue to use. And yeah.
Follow-up?
Just a quick follow-up. Okay, when you had said 45 minutes, but is the data showing that we are utilizing every student, what is it, 6th, 8th grade, 45 minutes? Is every...
It varies, and we could certainly, that's part of the questions and answers. So what I would like is, because maybe you didn't get a chance to review them either.
Yeah, I didn't have it
That's
in my
okay.
email either.
And I know we've been having issues with our email, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not doubting that.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I know what you need so I can get it to you. So what I would like to ask, if this is going to be tabled, is if everyone could read what was sent on Friday and let me know what additional questions you have, because we have to move forward with a diagnostic. That's not an option for the district. And so the legwork was done and presented through the Instructional Policy Committee with the rationale. And I believe, as Member Molinar said, time ran short and maybe everything was not presented in order for them to make a decision.
Member Molinar.
Thank you, Madam President. And Madam Sutra, I do see the questions that were responded to, and my questions were not on that list. But I do think that this is exactly why we had committee time dedicated to this, because this is a really big, it's not just an expensive $500,000 decision, but it touches nearly every student at every grade level. So this is a really large instructional decision, and I think that's why dedicating time in instructional policy to for that and for this conversation would be very useful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Member Harrison.
Thank you, Madam President. Madam President, I want to thank the superintendent and Dr. Lash. I did submit questions on Tuesday, and I didn't get the questions. I see where the questions were sent to me on Friday, but the technical issues, I had to come back in, and so I have the information today. And it's extensive information, so I want to thank them for taking the time to put my questions together and to put the graphs and the charts and information. I just would like to echo my colleague, Dr. Molnar. This was presented in instructional policy, and there were questions in instructional policy. And if we can get these answered in instructional policy, then I don't think that we would be holding up the process of approval or during a regular board meeting with the information that has been provided. If this information was available, I would just say that this information was not presented in instructional policy. And so when we're up against a deadline, I think we could really put this information in committee, and then we can, before it ever comes to our agenda for the regular board meeting, then we will be able to ask the appropriate questions and digest the information in it, that we have. But just want to thank you for getting all of this information together and presenting it. But it's so much information that I'm not sure that I would be in a position to, most of my questions are answered with the information, so thank you for that. But it's a lot of information. Thank you.
Member Kelly?
Thank you, President Sykes. Superintendent Otley, you mentioned that there was possibly some overlaps regarding the questions. There were, because I had a question that was very similar to one of the board members as well. After this meeting, perhaps we can together think of ways that we can utilize the Google questionnaire so that there isn't an overlap in questions and you're not having to respond to so many requests. Because I intentionally withheld my question because I knew someone else was going to submit something similar. So just there's food for thought if we could, at a later time, think of ways that we can utilize our Google questionnaire so that way it's not as time-consuming to look through all of the requests.
Member Giroux?
Madam President, I'll rescind my motion so that we can get these answers.
I'm sorry, Member Giroux, what was your motion?
The motion was to approve 26.1. I was the one that made the motion. I'm saying I'm withdrawing the motion.
Okay, let me just ask you, Superintendent, what time are you working with here?
Madam President, if I could please ask Keith Lichty, our Director of Title School Improvement. He's working on our budget and submission, and I believe he could help me with that question.
Good evening, board members, President Sykes, Superintendent. I had to sidebar with my colleague Nate there because I'm also worried about the tech department. So really, we need to make sure this is up and running, that whatever diagnostics we have by the start of school. So summer school's over. That buys us a little bit of time. The tech department is going to need a few days to turn everything on, continue syncing. So I would think if we could get this approved by the last board meeting in July, or the latest, the first one in August, that should give us enough time to get the rest of our ducks in a row.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And then let me just ask, this came before the committee. Was it, how much time did the committee spend on this? Was it one committee meeting?
Yes, we had one committee meeting on June 1, and there was supposed to be follow-up from administration after June 1, and we did not hear back from administration until last Monday at rules that it needed to be approved. So we can do this very quickly.
Okay. Okay, so the motion has been withdrawn, so we will move on to item number 26.2. So this item is going back to the Instructional Policies and Student Achievement Committee. And then next committee meeting is, when is that, Member Molinar?
The next instructional policy meeting is August 8th, I believe. I can double check.
Well, see, that's the situation we're
August
getting.
3.
August 3rd, the next board meeting is that's what we're up against here.
I'm sorry, I'm looking real quick. August 10th would be the next board meeting if we missed the July meeting.
All right, so, again, we all know the importance of this iReady assessment. So the next instructional policy and students achievement committee is August 3rd. So the earliest that this could be before the board again would be August 10th.
Correct. Correct.
So,
That feels very scary, but I think if that's what we need to do, we'll, get some contracts amended, try to get those questions answered. We could have it up and running by the first day of school and prepare for any training for our new staff.
Member Harrison.
Thank you, Madam President. Madam President, there seems to be a reoccurring issue with timeliness and getting, I believe a lot of the appropriate questions have been asked in appropriate time, and certainly do not want to come up against timelines, especially when we're talking about curriculum. So there's a vote that I voted yes on tonight that because of time. I don't feel good about the vote, but because of the time involved, I voted yes. When we're looking at committee work, when we're looking at reasonable time to ask questions, to receive information, it's really hard to hear and to look at calendars and to say we have to get this done, because even if we have it on the floor August 10th, that doesn't mean it's going to be a yes vote. And so if we know that school starts August 31st, then we should have stuff to the committees, to the rules committee, well in advance, and we can account for a reconsideration. We can account for a no vote. We can account for more information is needed. But it's really frustrating to have to sit here and agonize over time when the board has done due diligence and have asked the appropriate questions and the information has not come, but then we stand in a really difficult place because we are at a time crunch. So I would just ask that we would continue to look at this and notice that this pattern, but I would ask that everyone be mindful, because it hits the agenda does not mean it's going to be a yes vote. And if it's not a yes vote, do you have enough time to correct something before the next board meeting? Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you. All right, so the item has been pulled. There's really no reason to discuss unless it's just to restate what's been said. Member Giroux.
Okay, I am here to offer maybe an alternative from instead of doing August 3rd, if the members' questions can be answered within this week, would the member be okay with it being on the Rules Committee agenda on the 20th of July for the 27th meeting? That would allow for 2 more weeks as opposed to postponing it further. Does it have to be in the committee meeting first, or can we get the questions answered this week?
Well, that's, remember Molinar committee, and I think she said, I don't want to speak for her, she thinks that the work needs to take place in her committee. So rules already meeting twice. Member Molinar.
Thank you, Madam President. Yes, I think the purpose of a committee is for the work to be done in committee. I think the committee did exactly what the committee should do in June, which is start the conversation. Administration didn't ask for a conversation on iReady. The board asked for a conversation on iReady in June. The board said, I have questions about iReady I would like to bring to committee and to dig into this. And because at the meetings right now, this is where we vote, and committees is where we discuss. And so I have also said, as was pointed out earlier today, I am willing to add extra instructional policy committee meetings. And I will leave that open. Dr. Lash is not with us today in the audience, but I am, if we have a lot of committee work that needs to be done, we can have more committees, but committees are where the work should occur.
Member Jaros, I appreciate you making that recommendation, but let's see if we can't take care of it in the committees. And thank you so much for making that suggestion. So the item will, again, go back to the Instructional Policies and Student Achievement Committee, and we will work to try and get this done. Superintendent?
Thank you. And I would also like to thank Dr. Molinar for saying she would be willing to add additional meetings. I would like to state that Dr. Lash will be out of the district on the next, on the 20th. But if you are willing to let me sit in as a co-chair in her place, I could make sure any questions that you had that were outstanding is brought to the committee so that we could be considered for the board meeting of the 27th.
I would just remind the superintendent that you are an ex-officio member of all the committees. Okay. So you're always there because of your level of, because of your expertise, as well as the treasurer. You are both ex-officio members of all of the committees.
Thank you.
All righty then. So we're going to move on to the next item, which is, let's see, just where are we? 26.2. Is that a revision? Job description, McKinney-Vento case managers and McKinney-Vento intake support specialists. Is there a motion to approve item 26.2?
So moved.
So moved, Member Kelly. Is there a second?
Second.
Second, Member Hall. Any discussion? Hearing none, it's Member Molinar.
Thank you, Madam President. I just wanted to acknowledge, I believe it was moved to the regular agenda because of a question that I had, and Director Canfield did supply answers to that in the meantime, and so I will be supporting this motion.
Any more additional questions, comments? Hearing none and seeing none, the treasurer will call the roll.
Reverend Harrison?
Yes.
Mr. Jaros?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. Molinar?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mrs. Sykes?
Yes.
Ms. Hall?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you, Treasurer. Item 26.3 is a motion to approve the Summit County Juvenile Detention Center service agreement.
So moved.
So moved by Member Kelly. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Member Jaros. Any discussion? Hearing none and seeing none, the treasurer will call the roll.
Mr. Jaros?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. Molinar?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Abstain.
Mrs. Sykes?
Yes.
Ms. Hall?
Yes.
Reverend Harrison?
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0-1.
Thank you, Treasurer. Item 26.4, resolution authorizing a partial reduction in force. Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
So moved by Member Montgomery. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Member Hall. Any discussions? Dr. Molinar.
Thank you, Madam President. Once again, I believe I requested this to be added to the agenda. And once again, Director Canfield, thank you for answering my questions in the meantime. And so I will be supporting this motion. Thank you.
Any additional questions, comments? Hearing none and seeing none, the treasurer will call the roll.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. Molnar,
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery,
Yes.
Mrs. Sykes,
Yes.
Ms. Hall,
Yes.
Reverend Harrison,
Yes.
Mr. Giros.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you. Dr. Molinar, there appear to be a reason to go into executive session.
Yes,
Is there a
Madam.
motion?
Yes, Madam President. I motion to recess into executive session pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 121.22G1 to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official, and 121.22G3 conferences with an attorney for the public body concerning disputes involving the public body that are the subject of pending or imminent court action.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Member Kelly. Is there any discussions? Hearing none and seeing none, the treasurer will call the roll.
Dr. Molnar,
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery,
Yes.
Mrs. Sykes,
Yes.
Ms. Hall,
Yes.
Reverend Harrison,
Yes.
Mr. Giros,
Yes.
Ms. Kelly.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you. We will convene into executive session at 6:31. There is no action that will be taken at the end of this. If we last longer than an hour, Member Molinar or myself will come out to let you know that. We are now adjourned into executive session at 6:31.
Based in New York? Okay.
Okay. We are back from executive session. There is no action to be taken. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
So moved by Member Montgomery, second by Member Hall. Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Sykes?
Yes.
Ms. Hall?
Yes.
Reverend Harrison?
Yes.
Mr. Jaros?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. Molnar?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you. We are adjourned at 7:26 p.m.